Damn it!
What on earth are you doing here?
Nothing.
What's with that hole there?
What about it?
Got some treasure there, eh?
I wish.
Then what are you up to here?
Look, I mean no disrespect, but I ain't having the best of days. So, thanks for stopping by, but no need to tarry for my sake.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I think not. But thanks anyway.
Come now. You surely won't turn down a helping hand. What is it you're up to?
You're a stubborn one, aren't you? But all right then. Listen up. I'm Bolek.
And I'm Henry.
See, what I'm doing here is... How do I... Sakura. How to explain this? Well, it's just... The hand of God dragged me here to look for the Holy Grail.
You're looking for the Holy Grail? Here, of all places?
Aye. It should be around here somewhere. Somewhere in the area.
Are you a complete lunatic? How the hell did you come up with such a crock of shit? Why here, of all places?
Because I met this old monk the other day. He wasn't entirely right in the head. He kept muttering to himself and looked the worse for wear. Not a pleasant sight, but I felt sorry for him. So I shared some wine and a piece of bacon with him, and he gave me a parchment with writing on it.
You can read?
Of course I can't read. I don't have time for that kind of tomfoolery. But I know a scribe over in Kuttenberg, and he read it to me. And what it said near knocked me on my arse.
Let me guess. Something about the Grail.
Aye! That filthy scrap of parchment described exactly where the chalice of Christ was hidden.
Seriously?
Well, I mean, not actually exactly. It was more like a bunch of verses, but it's a great clue.
Really? Do tell.
You think I'd let you in on it?
Maybe I can help you. Bones, holy relics, buried chests. Wouldn't be the first time I ferreted something out.
You've found stuff like this before?
I sure have. I've got a knack for it. It's pretty much what I do.
Sakura. Maybe I really am missing something. Fine. The monk gives me this parchment and it says, "From two magical mountains, gazing to the heavens. Like a thirsty pilgrim I tread the trail. Across the verdant valley to land's end. There shall I drink from the spring that will not suffer my breath to fail."
Let me see that parchment.
Here. Can you make anything out of it?
It looks like it's been torn out of a book.
I hadn't thought of that.
Part of the rhyme might be missing. Or maybe there's a map to go with it.
Of course! A map! Why didn't I think of that?
Are you all right?
I might know who has the map. 1,000 thanks, Henry. You can keep that parchment. You've been a big help.
Well, good luck then.
See you soon, my friend.
Careful. Oh, my back.
Good day. What would you like?
So how's it going?
Good.
Anything new at the mill?
Not really.
Are you still organising fights?
Aye. Do you want to join?
Farewell.
Are you going to do the laundry today?
I don't think so. Good day. Praise the Lord.
Come on, let's fight some more.
Again? All right. But we still have to make a...
Here's the money.
Good. You'll be walking arse first. Oh! Fucking cunt! What do you want?
Move, you snails!
You'll be walking arse first. You'll be walking Go fuck yourself. You'll be shitting out your own teeth when I'm done with you. Do it. Good day.
Good day.
Oh, say, Henry, you battered me pretty good. Here's your money.
Careful.
I apologize.
Good morning to you.
I found the place where we can harvest saltpeter. You just head out of Troskovitz towards Apollonia, carry on alongside the road, then head off it at the right spot. Only it's not a pit, it's 3 piles of earth. The gravedigger Ignatius drove me there himself.
And is it the real stuff? Did you taste it?
Yeah. And I hope I never have to do that again. Ugh. I think the experience has changed me forever.
Oh, come on. You whine more than Zinnik. It's just commonplace salt. I was hoping it'd be closer. To go all the way to Apollonia. If I send 2 wagons, that should be enough.
What should I do?
That means I could mix a barrel and a half.
Crazel, focus. What else do you need from me?
Oh, sorry. What were you asking? About a reward? It's right here.
Thanks. How's it going with the golem?
Well, the whole thing is really appealing to a scholar of my field of interest and important for humanity. But certain circumstances have emerged which, unfortunately, move its creation somewhere further into the future.
Wait, what do you mean? So there won't be any golem?
Not for now.
What about all the niter? The life essence?
I admitted to myself it's maybe too much to take on, and I decided to go back to my roots.
So the search for saltpeter was for nothing?
Not at all. The saltpeter will help us create primordial matter. The origin. Chaos. Materia prima.
God. Here we go again.
As alchemical scholars, we actually have only one task before us. To penetrate the diaphanum and find out where it gets its disposition and power from. Only then will we understand the nature of the shadows.
Eh?
I'll explain it to you.
Tell me then. So what's the next task, Crazel?
There's a quiet whisper coming from the open gates of Trotsky, carried by the wind all the way here to me. Do you hear it too?
No. I reckon my ears aren't that good.
Scribe Erzim received a chest from Prague, and in that chest...
Hermes Trismegistos' document?
No, a book. And from an author even more venerable than Hermes. It's thin, with a sand-colored cover, embossed. Ordinary at first glance. But the treasure's inside. You might say it's a kind of alchemist cookbook.
So you're gonna have me go and pick some locks at the castle, eh?
Did I say anything about stealing? No, when the castle was still closed, I planned to get the book through the castle chamberlain, with the help of a certain woman. But now that you have access to Trotsky yourself, it'll be much simpler.
What about that certain woman? What was your plan?
That's old news. The central figure is now the Trotsky scribe, Erzin. He's a great lover of knowledge. I'm sure he'd be happy to indulge another kindred soul and lend him the book, indefinitely and voluntarily.
You've obviously never needed to personally get into Trotsky before. They don't exactly welcome people with open arms. The thought I'd get something there for free is pretty naive.
Just do your best. The book is the last piece of the puzzle. The very last. But, looking back at your 2 previous tasks, I have no doubt you'll be able to handle the third just as well. Go and see Arizum and ask him about the book. Then, you'll see how difficult it will be to get your hands on it. Best of luck, Henry.
I reckon I'll need it.
Greetings, my friend.
Well,
Of course.
what about one more?
I don't have anything better to... Not so far.
I do.
Say...
For glory!
All right, so you won.
Thanks for the fight.
You can shove your thanks up your arse. Here, it's...
I apologize.
Would you know of any other way to make some extra...
The only thing you can do in this backwater is steal. But go and ask those woodcutters on the opposite hill. You might find something more interesting.
Why the woodcutters?
Just think about it. They've been cutting timber in the middle of nowhere for a pretty long time. And they get paid for every wagon they unload at the sawmill. They work all day long and don't move an inch. They have nothing to spend their money on.
I think I know what you're getting at.
All their earnings must be hidden somewhere in their camp. And it must be a lot of money.
What does Crazel say about that?
He said it would be obvious it was one of us. After all, they can see right into our backyard from their camp. But you're not from around here. You might get away with it.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa.
What the? I've been attacked! Help!
I've been waiting for you. I'll rip your arse off.
Fucking car!
Watch out for that beast! You won't be able to take another one.
Here.
Show what you're made of.
Mutt! Mutt!
Good day to you.
Greetings. Would you...
Yeah, but go on.
What?
Just think of, they work
I think I know what...
all their... But if first...
Don't you worry. Well...
What? I don't... Not...
I do.
Say...
You're no match for me! Ha! Victory
Slow
awaits!
down, damn it!
Ah!
All right.
Thanks.
You're gonna here.
Christ, pardon me.
Good day.
Get out of here right now, or I'll kick your ass.
You fucked up now, arsehole!
I'm gonna get you, you Harson!
You're a dead man! You know that?
And fight!
But...
Show your stuff!
Show what you're made of! I'm all yours! Take that, you shit!
Do it! Jeez!
Mutt! Here, Mutt! Fuck, he's run off. Come here!
Pleasure doing business. Take care.
Ugliest horse I've seen in my life. Great! Come back anytime, friend.
God bless you.
We'll finish this quickly. I'll hack your ass off. I'll beat you to a bloody pulp. Pray, you bastard!
What?
You should have.
Look what I have for you.
Take that! We'll finish this quickly.
Ain't that enough yet?
Executioner sharpening his axe for you.
You won't be able to take another one like that.
What the? Are you all right? Wake up! Come on!
Good boy. Oh.
The lads will help me get him. The fucker!
Word about the price.
All right.
How's this?
That sounds really interesting. Very well, then. I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend. How can I help?
I need some...
Great. Come back anytime.
I'd like to do something...
Good.
Is this enough?
That's quite a sum. Why? Das war ein gutes Geschäft. Auf Wiedersehen.
Greetings.
How's your shift?
No great shakes. The last little while we've had our fair share of scoundrels. I thank God for every day without a fuck-up.
What's the situation with hunting game around Troskowitz?
I don't know why you're asking, but it's strictly forbidden, of course. Only the local lords can hunt game. But if you're interested in gossip, then aye. There's poachers running around the forests, and they're worse than wolves. But it's all them fucking nomads' fault. Since they came to the region, they brought nothing but shit. It started with stealing hens, then the odd sheep disappeared here and there, and it's up to me to solve it.
Why don't you drive those nomads away?
Because they set up camp on the estate of old Lord Samine, and he's too soft for his own good.
And the bailiff?
Bailiff Thrush has already argued with him about it a few times, but his daughter is supposed to marry young Sir Alder Samine, so he'd rather not rock the boat. And meanwhile, there's more thefts here than ever.
What's the local Lord Sir Otto like?
How would I know? I've only seen him a couple of times. He spends most of his time in Prague at the royal court. And why are you interested in that, anyway?
I'm a stranger here, so I'm just curious.
Don't get too curious, fella.
I want to ask about...
And what are you interested in? See you later, my friend.
What's the latest news, innkeeper?
Nothing much, fortunately, and I hope it stays that way.
What's the latest news?
Nothing much, and I hope it...
The humans won't be coming back here. Don't worry.
Good. Peace at last. Until you get into trouble again, that is.
What's the latest?
Nothing, and I hope it...
Oh, that'd be really kind. I'll be right there. It's because I have to go.
What a cheap old nag.
Three twos, but I took a one and threw again.
Easy. Easy. Nice and slow.
Slow down, you idiots!
Whoa! Whoa!
Lord be with you.
I'm sorry.
Did you hear about what happened
I'm
at the
sorry?
big wheel?
At the mill?
Yeah.
I'd like to learn a new combat technique.
Why not? If you have a bit of time, I can teach you something. As you can probably figure, I like the longsword because it's beautiful and an absolutely nimble weapon. Our grandfathers didn't use them, but today in Prague, everyone is tripping over themselves to learn how to fight with one. I'll be happy to show you how to handle it better. What do you say?
That sounds good. Teach me that.
As you wish. The first thing is to realize a sword has two blades, and thanks to your second hand on the hilt, you can quickly spin it around and hit your opponent's head. These are exactly the techniques that make the longsword an extremely deadly weapon. Now come and try it a few times. Good. You've really got a knack for it.
Let's fight.
What would you prefer?
I want to have a real...
How many opponents do you want?
That is...
Are you ready? Come and get another. Got you.
All right.
Maybe you'll fare...
Let's fight.
Stop by when I'm sorry.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Why are you... What would you like?
I need a
Certainly.
I've got a few wounds.
Excellent.
I'll gladly pay you.
Excellent. I'm sure you'll be... There, all better. I hope that's all your aches and pains taken care of. And take better care of yourself out there, friend.
God grant you health.
Nice out today. Hope it lasts.
Excuse me.
Christ! Pardon me.
I'm sorry.
And deliver me from every craft of my enemy and adversary. May I not anger my God. The Lord Almighty grant us a peaceful night. and perfect.
I heard some interesting books from Prague have arrived at the castle. There's one I'd like to borrow. An alchemist's cookbook. A sand-coloured cover, embossed.
Yes, several rare and astonishing books have arrived from Prague. But why are you interested in an alchemist's cookbook, of all things?
I've heard there are some interesting ideas in it. Every alchemist is in dogged pursuit of wisdom, especially those from Prague.
Perhaps you know more about that book than I do. Well, I'll have to disappoint you. Lord Nickvard Libak helped me sort the new books at the time, and the one you're looking for caught his attention. He left with it before I could even discover what it's about. All I remember is the author's initials, B.B. I'm fairly benevolent when it comes to lending books, and I appreciate Nickvard's help, but he's had it borrowed for an excessive amount of time now. I'd like to ask him to return it, but he's been...
I'll have a talk.
You think I haven't tried? But since you've already offered to address this pressing situation, listen to what I've learned. It seems Nickvard lost the book. I've warned him repeatedly not to carry borrowed books around with him, but to leave them in his chamber and read them there. But Nickvard is old and stubborn, and this is how things turn out.
It's still just a book. Paper and leather.
You say that? To a scribe?
I thought there were more precious things. Like a human life.
We could have a long discussion comparing the value of a Takovite peasant's life with, say, a treatise on physics by Hildegard von Bingen. But I digress. As I said, Nickvard is intentionally avoiding. I've managed to find 3 people who've spoken to him recently. Bertha, the cook, Regina, the maid, and Hirsch, the...
For a nobleman, Nickvard is quite wary of his own kind, speaking only to servants.
I'm surprised that he's ever spoken to anyone but myself. Nickvard is a loner, which is also why I suspect something bad now that he's decided to leave his... But I'm afraid that's all I've managed to find out. Since Lord von Berkove's arrival, I've been preoccupied with...
I'll help you. I'll ask all 3 and see if they lead me to...
Many thanks. If you aren't sure what to do, stop by and we'll discuss what you...
Oh, Christ, it's hot out.
I won't keep you...
What? And I was starting to think someone wanted to ambush me. Good.
I apologize.
Greetings. Do
you know where I can find Nickvard? The scribe said you might know.
Erazim is suddenly interested in Nickvard and me. You don't say. But when I need him to read something for me, he never has the time. I'm sorry.
I was asking about Nickvard.
Aye, I heard you. Say, can you read?
I can.
In that case, would you mind reading this message I have from Nickvard?
Show me. Dear Mistress of the Chambers. What is it?
Oh, what I wouldn't give to get messages from someone else. Say, Lord Capen. Never mind. Read on. Though I reckon it interests you more than me.
Persevere. We shall soon escape the dungeon of those 2 women. Cursed fate, however, has placed an obstacle in my way. The heat of the Lightbringer's potion is working, and I can feel my insides being reborn. But when the last remnants of old age left my body, something else was washed away with them.
How much longer is it?
Not much. My damn clumsiness has sent all of the Lightbringer's secrets into the void, but fear not, I shall get them back. May this be the first task on the road to your liberation. That's it.
Beautiful.
True enough. Nickvard has a flair for the dramatic.
My, that's Liebach for you.
But what does it mean? Can you explain any of it to me?
Lord Liebach has taken a liking to me. I suggested to him it wasn't proper for a noble to have an affair with a maid. He thought I meant he was too old for me, but then he found what he calls the Lightbringer's Potion Book. He said it would light a flame in him that would burn out all that's old. So I suppose it worked. Hooray!
I know the book he's talking about, but what does he mean, into the void?
Look, can we stop talking about this? I feel a little uncomfortable here talking about some old lovelorn nobleman.
I need help. You can give it some thought, can't you?
No! And now leave...
Greetings, lad. What brings you?
I'd like to...
What is this about?
I'm looking for Nickvard. The scribe told me you might know something about him.
Well, I'm waiting for Lord Liebach to stop by. I brewed him another phial of medicine, but I don't even know if the last one helped. I told him to stop by for another one soon. I reckon he must be feeling better.
Nickvard needed medicine? For what?
I can't say. I promised Lord Liebach his secret is safe with me, as well as his phial of medicine.
Oh, come now. Nickvard misplaced an important book somewhere. A sort of alchemist cookbook. I need to find it.
I remember the recipes by heart. And Lord Liebach's secret is certainly worth more than any book.
Well, if a nobleman's secret is worth so much, how about this? That'll buy you more than one book.
I suppose Lord Liebach wouldn't mind. And do you have the exact amount?
Of course.
So many groschen. I promise I'll split it with Lord Liebach when I see him, and I'll explain everything.
But now tell me, what's the medicine for?
Well, it's a common potion for a bellyache. Just better tasting. It helps your meals go down easier and come out slower the other end. In that regard, Lord Liebach had, well, how to say it? Everything came out much too quickly.
Just say it.
It was in the privy down below the Crone, by the training ground below the guardhouse. I helped him clean his hose and made him the medicine, and I promised that I wouldn't say anything. Lord Liebach is quite particular about the impression he makes on the young maids, you know. He didn't want this little episode to put them off. That's why he didn't use the privy near the maids' quarters, though it's closer to his chamber, but to the arena instead, and only when there weren't any soldiers around. But this time, it caught up with him.
Is that all?
What else is there to say? That the entire time he looked as if he'd done the worst thing, and it happens to the best of us. And I told him as much then. I'm just surprised he never came back for another file. I must say, he did look as if the fate of the entire castle was suddenly on his shoulders.
I don't know if this is going to do me any good.
Well, you could have found a worse clue.
Thanks anyway.
So you're saying you have no idea?
No, sir. I didn't see anything.
He couldn't have just vanished. What do I pay him for, fucker?
If I bump into him, I'll be sure to tell him to come and see you.
Otherwise, I'll have the catchpoles look for him.
Maybe he just popped out and we'll be right back.
He has no business popping out when I have work for him to do. Grateful good for nothing.
All right, I'll have a coin, master. Eh, mutt?
You shouldn't be walking around without a light.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
That's because I love him. There's no one in the world as beautiful as him.
That's blasphemy. You'll end up in hell.
A love as pure as mine.
I'm sorry.
It's a gift from God himself.
What are you on about? It's just a painting on the wall.
Like that before.
That's just the way it's painted. You feel like he's looking at you, but it's nothing but paint and plaster. Nothing more.
You're only saying that because you don't have anyone. Praise the Lord.
have a kind master, eh, doggy?
Careful.
Farewell.
What can I do for you?
I'd like to
Sure.
You must be from a...
Aye, that... Thank you kindly. And come again, friend.
I'm sorry.
So much work.
Well, I'll be on my way. I wish you well.
Excuse me?
God bless. I'm looking for Nickvard. The scribe told me you might know something about him.
Hey, Nick. I mean, Lord Libac. I almost forgot about him. I suppose his task wasn't so pressing, hmm?
What task?
Nick Libac, that is, entrusted me with a big task quite a while back. He's a castle lord. Obviously, I had to obey him. But then I heard what another castle lord was planning, von Berghoff, and I had to obey him even more. He says there's a war on. So here I am, ready to go off to battle.
I need to know more about what Nickvard asked you to do.
No. There are new rules now. You have to prove you're not a spy.
What are you blathering about?
Von Berghoff said there's a war on, right now. I told him, watch out for spies, Sir Otto. But fear not, I know how to sniff. You're a spy yourself, ain't you?
I'm not.
Ha! That's exactly what a spy would say. That's why you have to be vetted, to see if you're really the side that Nickvard's on, just so you know. We're all friends here. You can join us.
I'd like to.
Hold your horses. First, a test.
Tell me what you want from me, then.
A sword.
Sword? What sword?
A long and very good one to help me deal with other spies. If you bring it to me, I'll know you're not an enemy spy who should fear me. Forge one, buy one, or even steal one for me. Maybe from one of the guards at the training ground or down by the gate. During the day, they're not in the towers any...
Steal a sword? That sounds like something a spy would do.
Not a spy who wants to help von Berghoff's most loyal servant. By servant, I mean me. See, once I get a sword, I'll fill you in on Nickvard's task.
Listen, Hirsch.
Don't try any word games on me. Persuasion,
threats. I know deeds talk louder than words. For example...
I'll gladly...
Only spy, unless then I'd...
I'm not going to pay you that much.
You want to hang on to your spy earnings. I understand.
I'll think of a way to... I'd like to discuss... How's this?
You must be from a... Finally! Pleasure doing business.
Take care. The king himself announced that everyone should have a good bow on hand.
About Nick...
Got that sword.
You wanted a sword?
That's perfect. Lovely. I don't think you're a spy. Can't say for sure, but you seem all right.
What about Nickvard, then?
Nickvard asked me to do something for him. He must have admired my devotion to Lord von Berghoff. Either way, Nick looked troubled and not very healthy. He wanted me to fetch him something he lost outside the castle, and I told him I would. At least I could check to see if anyone was sneaking around about the castle. But then Nickvard clutched his belly and ran off. So I never found out what he wanted, or from where.
That's all?
Aye. If you run into Nickvard, ask him if he still needs it or whether he found it himself. I'll be going into war soon, so I don't have time for these things, see?
I'll tell him.
I'm sorry.
Easy. Easy. Nice and slow.
Good day to you.
Quick! Go!
Whoa! Whoa!
Greetings. Do you need something?
This place used to be a quarry.
No, it was the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Of course it was a bloody quarry. This is where the stone for the entire castle was mined. Once the castle was completed, the mining stopped. But that was a long time ago. There's nothing left of those days. Just that old loony who keeps getting in our way.
When did they start building Trotsky?
Oh, I was but a babe when they started building the castle. The land still belonged to Sir Vincent of Wartenberg.
What loony were you talking about?
Well, I heard he was a stonemason at the quarry. The rumour around the village is he and his friends saved their pay for God knows what, but something went wrong. The one who knew where the coin was hidden fell off the top of the quarry and was dead on the spot. Since then, the other fella's been sleeping in a nearby dilapidated shack and coming here every day to look for the silver. He's gone completely insane. Batty old fool. You can't even reason with him.
I'll have a look at...
Pleasure doing business. Take care. What would you like?
I'd like to compete...
Your first time, eh? I don't remember your... What's it to be? Longbow or...
Maybe...
All right, I'll get everything ready. Come back when you're ready.
I'd like to...
What's it...
Maybe...
All right, I'll get everything ready and find some fellas. But first, you need something to shoot. Come back when you're ready.
What do you...
Aye, come here. Here, mutt. God bless. Let me be. Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
Car! Go! Quick!
Easy. Easy. Nice and slow.
Hey! You nearly ran into me!
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings.
I'm sorry.
Here's the money. Be so kind as to run along to the bathhouse.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Did you do what I asked you to? Yes, sir. Everything's in order. Everything? Really? You didn't forget anything? I don't think so, sir.
bloody hell. Ah, damn. Shit. Oh, bloody hell. Shit. Oh, damnation. Oh, bloody hell. Ah, damn. Oh, damnation. Ah, damn. Oh, sucker. Shit. Ah, damn. Oh, damnation.
Christ, what a day.
About that lost...
Please tell me you found...
Not yet. But I searched for Nickvard, and I have some clues.
Tell me what you've learnt, then.
It looks like Nickvard brewed some sort of potion from the book. He told Regina it would restore his youth, but the potion didn't sit well with him. He must have spent a lot of time on the privy at the training grounds below the Crone. Bertha brewed a digestive potion for him, but when he wasn't shitting or writing notes to servants, he asked Hirsch to bring him something from beyond the castle walls. He lost something there, and then he vanished without a trace.
What do you think about it?
I have no idea.
I kept telling Nickford, don't carry books around, you'll lose them. And what does he do? He loses it. It sounds like it happened in the privy by the guardhouse. At least it fell on something soft. Please look outside the castle under the guardhouse and bring the book and Nickford back to me.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
I'm sorry. Starting to stink.
You must be Nickford, eh? Poor wretch.
God grant you help.
How many more times am I gonna have to poke around in corpses and shit for that damn cradle?
Starting to stink. Excuse me.
Netter vauva. Liebe Hund.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Well, I suppose we can try.
What would you say to this?
We're nearly there. Finally. Thank you. And a good day to you, friend.
Excuse me.
Good boy.
Are you still fighting?
Sure. What else am I supposed to do?
What about another?
Damn. But don't forget the...
Here's the...
That's more...
I'm just getting warmed up, you shit. Come closer.
You're no match for me! For glory!
Take that! There you go. Fucking hell! Too slow! Just you wait.
You really kicked my...
You alright?
It's nothing compared to a beating from Vera. Here, your winnings.
Good evening. Do you need something?
You seem like a reasonably educated man, Crazel.
Where are you going with this?
Well, I reckon you know some interesting and useful things. If you share them with me, it'll make it easier to endure all that bullshit you spew.
I'm glad you know what you're getting yourself into. Are you interested in the theory of light? Kinetics?
That's a bit too fast for me. What I need is the basics.
I have no time for the base.
Well, I'll be happy to give you some groschen for your troubles.
All right. But don't forget, this will take for a few groschen. I'll teach you whatever.
For instance, I'd like to know how to pry open a lock properly. Or how to go through someone's purse without being noticed.
I see. I see. The combination of restraint and the mechanics of general acquisition of property. That seems doable. Let's get to work.
I'd like to...
Well, all right. Throw in a few...
You talk about alchemy like a book. I reckon you could teach me something about brewing potions.
We've been through a lot together, so I'm sure you know that alchemy is a noble and serious science. Let's start with the importance of the ratio of ingredients and the proportion of substances, because every potion is different. Let's get to work.
I'd like to learn...
Well, all right. Throw in a few...
I reckon you could teach me how to move about undetected.
That's a true art. It's based on the ideas of the old masters. You need to master the knowledge of light and shadow. Find a balance. Any deviation means chaos. Let's get to work.
I apologize.
God be with you, neighbor.
Good morning to you.
I have the book for you.
Well, I must admit, I haven't had an apprentice this handy in a long time. Zinnik has nothing on you.
I had a peek inside. The pictures are nice, but what do you want to learn from them?
You'll find out soon enough. Show me that miraculous thing. This really is something. But why is it all covered in shit, for fuck's sake?
Let's just say the scribe didn't have it. It actually wasn't even in the castle. Under it, really.
Oh, refining saltpeter. Boil wine and alum. Grind. Of course, it makes sense. I'll study the rest on the way. Well, the last chapter of our story of knowledge awaits us. The grand finale.
So what now? Do you have another job for me?
Charcoal. Sulfur from Hermes Trismegistus. Saltpeter from the carcass pit. As long as Black Bertolt didn't make any mistakes in his calculations, we have everything.
What Bertolt? Oh, God damn it, Crazer, what's going on here? I'm tired of flying back and forth like a rag on a stick. I won't be led around by the nose. Will you finally tell me what's going on?
Believe it or not, all this secrecy had its reasons. But now I don't have to hide anything from you. It's time. We'll meet with the others in the lair, and there you'll learn the whole truth. You go ahead. I'm going to get a few things ready here.
All right, then. I hope you keep your word this time.
Quick! Ka! Ka! Quick!
Whoa. What'll happen now?
Our last supper, with only one but very filling course, awaits us.
Crazel, please. For once, just once, tell me what's actually going on.
And rob myself of enjoying your blissful ignorance? Not a chance. Tell me yourself. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, hopefully I'll finally find out what the point of all this was.
Or not. Until you try another dose of niter.
I wouldn't do that to him. Not today. Bonnie will start today. At least I'll finally see if she understood my teachings. Bonnie?
First of all, I'd like to thank you on behalf of the whole gang for all the work you've done. We could never have finished the job without you. We found 2 new partners, you and Monarch here. It's good to have someone to rely on. So, it's time we started being honest with you. So you can finally learn the whole truth.
Not yet. Let's pull up that uppity bastard's leg a bit longer. That's the fun part!
No, Z-Neck. First of all, I rather like them legs of his. And secondly, I think we've put him through enough suffering. This whole time, you've been collecting ingredients and clues for us. But, so you wouldn't go nosing around, we always told you it was for something different than it actually was.
The miller here calls it tackets.
Tactics, you idiot. And everything worked out according to plan. So today we're finally close to our great success. With the help of Hermes Trismegistos and his successors, we'll finally complete the dream of all alchemists. Our magnum opus.
Exactly, Barney.
Magnum opus. A great work of alchemy. You're trying to make the Philosopher's Stone.
I see you've learned something after all. But no, the Philosopher's Stone isn't our goal.
Let's see then, Henry. What is it you think we're making here?
Some kind of weapon?
Well, Henry's not too far from the truth after all, don't you think? Actually, he's pretty spot on, although weapons were our last order of business. Let's start at the beginning. My father was a miller as well, but I was never much interested in the trade. Even as a young boy, I loved running around Lower Samine and investigating everything living and dead. And I had a lot of questions about everything. Then my mother, God rest her soul, decided it'd be best for me to go to study in Prague. As soon as I grew up and gained a bit of sense, I packed my bags and left.
So you went to a university in Prague? The son of a miller?
Why not? My father worked his arse off, and he had the coin for it, miller or not. I met a lot of remarkable people at the university, and my thirst for knowledge kept growing. But in the end, it only took a year of all that pretentious, scholarly blathering and hypocritical nonsense for me to realize I wouldn't learn anything proper there. Most of the students and masters are just a bunch of dogmatic fools. They have their own truth, and those who want to know more or ask the wrong questions fall into disfavor, as was my case.
You left your studies?
And I'm glad I did. The most important science is not subject to any religious dogma. And, of course, it's not taught at any university.
You mean thievery?
Oh, come on. The art of combination and dissolution. The key to understanding the very nature of the world. There's only one queen of science. Alchemy. I returned to the mill in Lower Samine and started a new life.
New life? What do you mean?
I returned to the miller's trade. My father was old, and my mother had passed away. From then on, alchemy became my true passion. I brought a few important books from Prague. I started with the most difficult thing. I tried to create gold.
That was pretty daring of you.
As you might expect, it didn't work. But after a few tries, I managed to create something entirely different. Once I tried mixing sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter. I had a candle burning next to me. A gust of wind scattered the mixture, and all of a sudden, bang! I almost shit myself, I tell you. But then I realized I'd unwittingly created a miracle. Explosive black powder.
So I was right. You're making weapons.
No, it's about much more than that. We're all in on it now.
I couldn't continue my experiments on my own, but Bonnie and Zinnik did a few little jobs for me.
So he initiated us.
But we just still didn't know how to do it right and not blow ourselves up in the process.
And we used up a huge amount of saltpeter and sulfur.
By the way, the manuscript from that Hermes Trismegistos was our shopping list and price list for material from Kuttenberg.
Only we didn't know correct proportions. I looked up a few of my former fellow students and brought it up with them. And we found out that before us, some monk had already made the discovery.
Some fella called Black Bertold, and that he even started writing a book called
Feuerwerkbuch.
We can believe our luck when we found out there's a copy of it right here at Trotsky.
And you know the rest.
It's a discovery that will change history. In the right hands, it can make miracles happen. All it takes is a spark, and a storm of fire will sweep away the old world order. It will wipe out stupidity and ignorance, once and for all.
And what will happen now?
As I said, we're about to have our last supper on our journey to satisfy our hunger for knowledge. A feast of smoke and fire. Black Bertold never finished his book, because he never had enough ingredients for his last great experiment. But now, thanks to you, we do. We can finally finish Bertold's work and finish his book. We'll see with our own eyes what a barrel of black powder can do. I hope you're as excited as I am.
Before we get started, there's something I want to know. This book, Feuerwerkbuch, what's written in it?
Everything you'd want to know about black powder. How to mix it in a proper ratio. How to store it. How to light it and especially how to use it in warfare. Because that's the most important part, after all.
Do you really need that much saltpeter?
We do. Saltpeter makes up almost 3/4 of the mixture. Not even all the cows in the region could produce enough for us once we really get started with manufacturing.
What is it you're going to do with this powder?
During wartime, like it is now, a flammable and explosive mixture like this has more uses than you can imagine. If we had a few big barrels of the stuff, we could demolish Trotsky if we wanted to. And maybe we will.
All of us here are truly passionate about the idea of a new world. And now it's within our grasp.
What is it you studied at the university?
I was supposed to become a preacher.
That fits you. Maybe you'd even be a good preacher.
Maybe I would. Maybe I wouldn't.
God has a path prepared for each of us. And each of us here decided not to follow it.
I was supposed to be a dyer, but I was too lazy to work 6 days a week and soak my hands in lye.
I was supposed to become a nun, but I didn't want to give up the booze and fellas.
And I've already told you everything. The world is what you make.
How did a scholar and an alchemist become a thief?
Prague is a big city, and a poor student has no chance of getting a decent place to sleep or even something to eat. Learning to shop with 5 fingers was the first requirement for survival. We're all masters of our own destiny.
I've heard enough. Now I want to see that with my own eyes.
Let's do it then. Bonnie, is everything ready?
Indeed it is. We can get started. Long live the beautiful new world.
Looks like it ain't working.
I'd say it works just fine.
This will change history.
What? I can't hear a thing. But I'd say it works just fine.
Scraping nicer off the walls of the sky instead of mixing this stuff.
As long as you listen to me and keep the proportions right, you won't fuck it up.
I might actually listen to you if my ears ever stop ringing.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
You really led me on about the gunpowder magazine, didn't you? A golem made of dough, souls inside saltpeter, the secrets of light and shadow. That was all just empty talk, wasn't it?
Not exactly. It's all based on the real philosophy of the Jewish Kabbalah. I studied the writings of Bonaventura and Dietrich von Freiberg, but it was never in my interest to put their theories into practice. But they worked brilliantly as a cover-up, don't you think?
I really thought you'd have a golem made from dough walking around the mill, or that I could become invisible.
Ah, but black powder is no less a miraculous creation.
So for the last time, Crazel, what now?
I'll do what I promised, and what will most likely be my fate. I'm going to gather together all the knowledge I've acquired and finish Black Berthold's book. I'll finish his opus.
Uh-huh. And what about me?
That's up to you, Henry. You're a free man. Lord Samine has no hold over you, and never did. You know, the inevitability of God's plan takes no interest in people like you and me. We'll always be little people, beneath it all.
That sounds somehow hopeful in a peculiar way, I'd say. Now I'm even happier about the great thing we've accomplished here.
The ideal conclusion, I'd say. Maybe it's time to carry sacks at a different mill. But if you're still interested in learning a bit more, drawing from the well of alchemical knowledge...
I know where to find you.
Indeed. Take care.
If you're going out in public, take a bath first.
Aye. I'll go straight to the baths.
Where are you heading, laddie?
I'm just passing through. Why?
If you're headed towards the Rock Tower Pond, make sure to avoid the abandoned barn.
What barn?
There's an old abandoned barn not far from here. Some vagabond has camped there. On the booze from morning till night. Right nuisance he is. I've tried to have a word, but the bastard came at me with an axe. That's why I warn passers-by, so they don't come to no harm. God only knows what that bloke might do.
Thanks. I'll keep it.
What do you want here? Why don't you clear off already? You're not allowed here. Enough!
Heel!
Leave me be! I surrender! You wouldn't kill me, would you?
There'll be no fight!
Good Lord. What did you roll around in?
Sorry. I'll go and wash myself now.
Hey, fella, stop off for a bit of chat.
God be with you.
Did you hear about what...
I don't have a lot of time, but I'm always up for a game of dice and a flagon of...
I hear you. Never any harm in that. Anyway, that's about all we can do right now, bugger it. Nothing for it but to perch here and wait for our tree.
What do you mean for your tree? You're waiting for it to chop itself down?
Actually, I mean, wait until we can get to work on it.
But what's the hold-up with your tree?
In short, we found the perfect oak for a new mill wheel. Only some horsens set up camp beneath it for the night, and now we're waiting for them to haul arse. Bugger it.
What's your actual line of work?
Me and Yera here are axemen. We make our way round the mills fixing their wheels.
Yeah, and spending half the day sitting by the wayside, eh?
Whoa now, laddie. It takes a lot of walking to find the right tree. There's a lot more to it than you think, bugger it.
Why don't you just send those reprobates packing? You got hands like shovels, and you're scared of a few vagrants?
Vagrants? Hell, man, they're armed to the teeth. They'd kill us, bugger it. And don't stoke my fire, lad, or else you'll see what these shovels of mine can do to your...
Come on, then.
Let's see what you're made of.
You can't take me!
We'll see about that.
Ah!
Ha ha! You never saw that coming!
Thanks. Next time, keep your arms closer to your body. You'll be more agile that way.
All right. I get it. That was a pretty good fight, wasn't it?
Yeah, but once was enough.
Definitely. Say...
Quick! Go! Quick! Ka! Go! Ka! 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 Quick! Ja! Go! Ja! Keep it up. Good. Siegfried sent me. I helped him hunt some wolves.
Aye. You've come just in time. Those fucking wolves made their mother bitch burn in hell. They scattered my sheep all over the countryside. I caught all of them except one. I can't for the love of God find her. And my master's already accused me of selling her.
Should I help you find her?
More like what's left of her. Aye. With a little luck, the wolves left her head intact. So just cut off her ear.
Right. What?
Because it's marked. Every farmer burned his own brand on his sheep so he can recognize them, eh? When Master sees that ear, he'll believe me. No one will buy a sheep without an ear. That'd be suspicious.
And what if I meet up with those wolves?
Aye. What do you think?
All right.
Thanks. I have enough work on my hands keeping my eyes...
Where should I start?
Aye. During all the ruckus, I saw the wolves run off down there into the forest. So I'd start there. Take care.
Heel! Come here! Mutt! 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 Why have you got to now? Mutt! Why have you got to now? Found the dead sheep. Or at least what's left of her.
Aye. And do you have the ear?
Here you go.
Finally. My master will believe me. It's a shame about the sheep. I'd be happier if she'd stayed whole.
It was my pleasure. If that's not enough for him, he can go to the hill in the forest to see for himself. She's still lying there.
Aye, he's too lazy for that. And here's what I promised you. You defended my honor. If you want to earn a bit more, then Natan, whose flock grazes to the west of Samin, would also welcome some help.
Take care, friend.
The other shepherd said you might need some help. Did you lose a sheep or something?
Aye, I did. It used to be a sheep would wander off and get lost in the woods sometimes. Now it's different. Now, several of them get lost all at once. And I never find them again. The last time was a few days ago.
Do you think wolves are behind it?
Well, that's what's so mysterious. I never found no wolf tracks.
I find it strange they'd just disappear.
You're not the only one. I found a pool of blood and a sheep's ear nearby, but no sign of the animals. It's almost like someone ate them whole. Only they didn't like that ear.
Well, I'm a bit of an expert when it comes to finding lost sheep. I can help you.
Well, that'd be bloody nice of you. I can't even get a wink of sleep.
Where can I find that place with the blood?
Not far from here, over by the crossroads. Just please be careful. It could be a werewolf.
That wouldn't be good. I'm no monster.
If it is a werewolf, just turn tail and come back. We'll get a group of fellas together and go with pitchforks, torches, holy water and all that. I just don't want to cause a panic before we know what we're dealing with.
So you're sending me in?
You look like someone who doesn't scare easy and knows how to fight. Unlike me. I reckon you can have...
All right, then. But what if it turns out they're just ordinary...
Then you can bring me their ears, and I'll... Farewell.
Broken arrow. Could it be a werewolf hunt sheep with a bow? I wonder if Mott will be able to track him down. It looks like someone left a dead animal here. I reckon I'm on the right track. Must be the trail I'm looking for. This must be Nathan's stolen sheep. These are no werewolves. Some ordinary bandits.
Come take us out, have you?
Dick!
Not today! Oh, mercy! Spare me!
Well, I solved the mystery.
Really? Don't keep me in suspense. Tell me what happened.
There were some bandits camping in the forest. Ordinary men. No werewolf.
Bloody hell. Why didn't I think of that? What did you do with them? I hope they'll leave me alone.
I just wanted to talk, but they wouldn't listen to reason. So I...
Christ almighty. Slaughtering folks over a few sheep. Though I reckon if I lost any more sheep, then folks from the village would kill me.
Well, they could have just left. Or stopped stealing.
Aye, I suppose you're right. You deserve a reward anyway. Here it is. Enjoy it in good health.
Thanks.
Oh, and if you want to sell those ears to someone, the hunter will buy them. Take care. Consider taking a bath, eh?
Tumenge. You look just like that gacho that Taranka was talking about. Go and see the voivod. Gatartal. What's up, fool?
I just go to...
Do you buy Wolfie?
That's right. You get...
Here they are.
A dead wolf is a... I wish you a blessed evening. Excuse me.
Look at him, that gacho.
What do you need, my friend?
I'll have a look at the... Word about the prop.
Hey, you convinced... Masa umatanto.
Mister, excuse me.
Ha! It's you, Gajo. Aranka's prophecy is coming true.
What? What Gajo?
You come to save our family from this disaster.
Save how? What are you talking about? Slow down and tell me what happened.
How can I slow down, Gajo, when my Shea Marika is gone? My only daughter, gone. Her empty tent is all that is left of her. If Aranka's prophecy is true, you must help me.
What prophecy? By all that's holy.
Miri Romney had vision, and she described a Gajo just like you. She said a stranger coming, not like us, different. And he will help our family, our honor. And I believe her every word. She's never wrong, Shosha.
How can I help you?
How do you think? You must find her and bring her back.
Do you think in that forest, maybe?
No, I'm sure. Do not invite evil. Such lava can come true.
So she disappeared out of the blue?
On my honor as voivode of this camp. One moment she is here, next moment gone. We search for her, but not find. Then Aranka has vision. So we wait for Gajo, who will help us. And now, waiting is over. It's written in stars and how birds fly. I know nothing of such things, but everything Aranka says is true. Will you help me? Will you help an unfortunate voivode? I will reward you, do not...
I'll help you. I'm sure we'll...
Dear God, I know something good will happen the moment when I see you.
But hold on. You have to tell me more about Marika. Where and when did you last see her?
It has been 2 days. We even follow her tracks past her woman's hut, and then on towards...
You mean Bajana, the herbalist? She didn't evolve...
I do not know the Johani's name. But I know she does not like Noma. She says she don't know anything. And if she know, she will not tell us. Such disrespect. Puh! Be bucked!
Voivod, I know it's hard to accept, but could your daughter have been...
No!
But...
I said...
I just mean...
I am Voivod. And that means I am wisest in all camp. I have letter of safe conduct from the king, guaranteeing safety and freedom for my camp. And when I know something, I know it. Tana?
Where's her tent? Maybe I can find something in there that'll help with...
We look through everything here. That's Zeratu. Nothing.
Still, I'd at least give it a try.
Mishto. But don't waste time. Marika, she sleep under a kind of oilcloth right next to Aranka's shop. She always liked the open air.
I think I know everything I need to know.
Please, find Marika. Budbacht Tessa Stipend.
Thank you. Oh, it is you, Churches.
What are you talking about?
You are that chavo from my dream, Jalas Mangesuno. You came to me. The Eterno Gajo, friend of the Roma with clear eyes. The one who has sought a stranger to take on the task that shall unite our familia once again. Or divide us forever.
The Voivod already told me about the prophecy.
Then you know what needs to be done, Frau.
Do you have any idea where Marika might be?
Dear boy, the crystal ball is cloudy. The smoke from the herbs goes with the breeze. And the flight of the birds? No, that cannot be relied on.
Can you really divine things from bird flight?
As sure as my name is Aranka. But wait, there is one thing. Last night I dreamt of a city of rocks.
A city of rocks? What does that mean?
I can only say what I saw, nothing more. It was good to see you, my friend. I apologize.
Sargivem.
Te aveți bactalo, Romea.
What do you have?
I'll have a look at the...
Katarsa, co ta vezmričaj?
Sa miște som, palikerao.
Sargivem.
What are you doing? You whisper?
Easy. Easy. Nice and slow. Whoa! Whoa! Go! Quick! 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 Ah! Ah! Go! Go! Quick! Ka! Quick! Whoa! Whoa! I really need to eat something. Ka! Go! Da! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Something's missing. You have a kind master, eh, Jockey?
Greetings. Do you need...
Show me your way.
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I'm looking for Marika, and I heard you know her.
Marika. I do know her, but why are you looking for her?
I promised to help her father, the voivod from the nomads camp. He's worried about her.
Well, you helped me, Henry, so I'll help you. Marika was here with her lover, but he was in rough shape. Blood every...
What? Her lover? What happened?
Aye, with Bohush from Samin. Poor girl. She was terribly afraid of something. I begged them to stay here, said they were in no danger here. But nothing came of it. I went to pick some herbs, and when I came back...
Do you know who she was so afraid of?
Everyone, as far as I know. Her own family and the people of Samin.
How come?
Most didn't approve of her relationship with Bohush. Both families took it as an affront to their honor. But that's all I...
Do you know what happened to them?
Sadly, I don't. Marika was terrified. She didn't want to talk about it at all. And then...
Do you have any idea where they might have gone?
Marika told me a few times about a cave chamber In Apollonia. But I've never been there
In Apollonia?
At least you can see how scared she was to stay here. I fixed Bahush up the best I could. I hope they made it.
Do you know where exactly it is?
I do. You start from Trotsky and go in the direction where the woodcutters cleared the biggest gap in the entrance should be somewhere on the right side of the valley. There should be one little rock wedged between two big ones. I remember that, because Marika told me that she sometimes feels just as small, like she's stuck between two big worlds.
Thank you.
Well, that's all.
All right. Quick! Da! Quick! A bit further. Go! Da! Whoa!
Heal!
Bloody hell. Damnation. Shit. Bloody hell. Ah, damn. Damnation. You must be Marika.
I? Did Odette send you? I was hoping he would not find me so quickly. Well, at least he sent you and not my prala. They wouldn't not even bother talking.
Your brothers? Why would they not bother talking?
They take after dead. At least Geza. He's hot-blooded.
The Voivod's worried about you. He sent me to find you.
Worried? Now he worry about me. You don't know anything, do you?
What should I know?
Yes, that sounds like Dad.
So tell me what happened.
I ran away. That happened. My father wanted revenge for the insult to his honor, so my prala went after poor Bohush.
Who insulted his honor?
The villagers! When me and Bohush start courting, Dad sent a messenger to village, saying there must be wedding or Bohush will pay.
The Voivod himself wanted you to get married?
That is what we do. When a chavo and a chai start something, the chavo, man, must marry the girl.
So you ran away from the wedding?
Well, Bohush would not be against it, but we were in the forest at the time. And his mother and village people laughed at the messenger, sent him back with insults and tortured. Voivod get mad and my prala too. They found poor Bohush to vent their anger, then left him in the forest. Lucky I found him and took care of him. You probably know.
That's not what the Voivod told me.
I think he's ashamed how far it has gone. His honor will not let him do anything. He's a hothead sometimes.
Why don't you go back and explain it to them?
Once threat flows, it is hard to stop the cycle. The people from Samin want to rid of the camp. The Voivod would like to punish all those he thinks have disgraced his chai. And he never asked me how it is really. As if men should work it out between themselves, and a girl like me should shut up and wait to see what happened. No, I will not go back.
What now? You can't hide here forever. Bohush doesn't look too...
He would surely have relief for at least a while if he got something to ease the pain. Can you please go and see my mother at the camp? She might be able to help. She knows her...
I think I can help him myself.
You?
Don't worry. I've treated injuries like this before. I've been through a lot.
Well...
He mostly needs clean bandages. And some ointment for the wounds, made from comfrey and marigold. Or a decoction from marigold. That should bring down the fever and help with the... You can take this potion.
Oi, Devla. Thank you. I will give it to him right now. But there is one more thing I would like to ask. I need amulet from Dad. It is Chohahuno. Magical. It protects... If Dad give it to me, I will come back.
Do you think he'll go for it? If you let your brothers do this to Bohush, why would he help him all of a sudden?
He'd do it for me. If you get the amulet for me, I will reward you. Do not worry, I did not go from home with Nat, but Dad must hand it over willingly, or it will lose its protective power. Best if he bring it to me.
Well, I can try, but no promises. It's all pretty tangled. How is life here?
I cannot complain, except about Bohush's health. We have food to eat, no rain here, and no one can find us. I just miss my family, but then I remembered that I'm here because of them.
Leave me be.
Greetings. You silly doggy.
Good to see you.
Midelo del tu Kelashiria. Falsoste Jalgoro.
God bless. I talked to Marika.
And where is she?
Not so fast. I have a feeling you didn't tell me the whole story.
Kasmurokar. Yes, it is true. It is true. I didn't know if I can trust you completely.
So what really happened?
Marika wants to leave. So, I say she should get married, and they both stay and travel with us. But that boy of hers, he said no. My two Chave, my sons, Tibor and Geza, they decide to avenge family honor because they hear all the insults my messenger come back and tell about. So they go to Semin to punish them. Well, at the end, Marika's sweetheart gets stabbed. And before we know it, Marika gone. She's probably with him too.
She wanted to save him.
Tibor and Geza go to look for them. But on the way back, they meet some woodcutters. Oh. And Geza... he has Yaga Lorat like me. He quickly pull out his knife. But... it end very badly. Geza get killed. And Tibor get captured. All I get is message that if any one of us go near Semin again, we will end up same way. I had 2 Chave and 1 Shai. And now, I have nothing. I'm voivode of camp. But except for Aranka, there is no more of my clan here. Just nomads from other places.
Why didn't you tell me everything right away?
What did you want to hear? That my whole family is destroyed? That my daughter may be run off with a village gajo? I do not say kada to everyone. I still have my pativ.
Tibor and Geza, did they go to avenge your honor of their own accord? Or did someone send them?
Well,
Yes?
if you could hear the insults they hurled at us. They called us dog-eaters and heathens. They said Marika was unclean. And whoever touched her would die within a year.
So you sent them?
Not exactly. But Tibor and Geza, see how angry I am. But no one can insult my family.
The message that your messenger came back from Semin with, that wasn't from Bohush.
No?
It was from his mother. Bohush didn't know anything about it.
It is still his familia. Blood like blood. They stain our honor. The whole village hate us.
Well, I understand, but poor Bohush.
What about my shire? What about my family?
Well, what now? Marika's not coming back alone. She loves Bohush, who's 1 foot in the grave. And she's afraid you'd do something to him here. And that's why she wants you to give her an amulet to protect them.
Amulet? My amulet? She cannot be serious. I cannot just... My family is in ruins. Although you already know everything. You can help me. Please. Rescue Tibor from the village. Do not let me lose another son. And we must give Geza a proper funeral, our way, so his soul can finally rest. Aranka can tell you more about that, or Tibor himself. Please, I will repay you. Help my family, and we will talk about... Mi tu tavel bach, te sa stipen.
you get lost in the dark?
I hear there's some captive nomad here from the camp by the pond.
I heard about it. Seems the saddler's hands hauled him off somewhere. Probably to his place on the edge of the village. That's all I want no part in that sort of... Take care.
You're a real bitch sometimes.
Did you lose some? You can't be...
Would you know where I could find a young nomad lad? He's supposed to be around here somewhere. Probably not by choice.
That devil? We have him locked up in the barn, so he can't hurt no one else.
Won't you let him go?
Not a chance. Why the fuck...
I don't think this'll end well. Either the nomads will come for him or... Well, you wouldn't kill a defenseless man, would you?
Well, maybe you're... all right then. The keys are inside the barn, on a crate, across from the door. Did you lose something here in the daytime? Or what are you looking for here? What are you doing here? If you're looking for your friend, next time, don't come in here without permission.
You can't be here.
God grant you health.
You can't be here.
You have a kind master.
Hey, what are you after here? What are you... If you come from them foreign nomads, get lost right now.
Hey,
that's it. I tried to settle it peacefully, but you're asking for trouble.
Come on.
Come on, then. Let's sort this out.
We can work this out.
What are you snooping around here? Do you want me to report you for break? Either you pay up, or I'm...
I apologize. I must have made...
All right. No doubt it'll come in handy one day to be... So run along.
Hey, alright, untie me, please. Siyar, let's get out of here. Follow me.
That was something. The last time I ran that fast was when I was a kid and a villager set his ricone on me for stealing apples from his guy. Palikerav, thank you, Amalo. Who are you anyway? Now we have finally got time.
I'm Henry. The Voivod sent me to rescue.
So, you know I am Tibor then? I am in your debt, Amalo. I expect many things, but not getting rescued by a gajo.
Don't mention it. The Voivod wants to bury Geza.
Did you talk to Edda about it?
Not yet.
She must come to stay with him, Vartinel. The two of us can at least get it ready. We just need to bring Geza to his favorite spot.
But you must tell me what happened to the poor fella.
Alas, Geza. I will have that picture before my eyes as long as I shall live. He was a Delino sometimes, but I loved him still. We were walking through the woods when they jump us. Geza think they come to avenge Bohush. He stepped one of them, and the rest of them beat him to death with whatever is at hand.
I need to know where it happened, so I can bring him back.
A bit to the east of the village, in the woods by the woodcutter's cave. Then they dragged Miropral away and tied him to a tree. As a warning, they say, fucking war, son.
Do you know where his favorite place is?
Yes, we went there together often. There is a shukar view of the woods and a cliff above babbling stream. Just go west along the rocks from the woodcutters. About 200 paces. Always along. There is a nice clearing there. I will go ahead and wait for you. I will dig a hole while
I think I know what I need to.
I will meet you in the clearing. I will wait there.
I know where Marika is. She's taking care of Bahush. Geza messed him up.
I am sorry to hear that. The important thing is that nothing happened to Marika. That girl is more capable than many Mursha. Te aveți bachtalo, more.
God grant you health.
I've come for Geza, the son of the nomads Voivod. Or rather...
The devil himself made him cross our path. Pulled his knife on us right away, the bastard. He wanted to stab it, so he got an axe to the head. The foreman said we should tie the body to a tree. So's them other vagabonds see they...
All right. I think I'll have a word with you.
It was good to see you, my friend.
I'm sorry. Greetings, my friend.
You've got the body of a dead nomad here.
Makes for a nice tree decoration, don't you think? No tears shed over that.
I'd like to bury him.
What? Forget it. Them heathens from down by the pond sent you, am I right?
Don't you know that when one of those people dies a violent death, his spirit always comes back to roam You wouldn't want this place to be haunted, would you, friend?
Haunted, eh?
And his mother is a mighty witch. I wouldn't mess with her if...
Shit, that didn't occur to me. We certainly don't want anything like that here. Take him as far away from here as you can.
Ugh! You're as heavy as a sack of rocks. We'll be there soon. Don't worry. You'll be at peace now. This isn't how you imagined things would end for you, is it? Dab, you're no lightweight.
Geza, you did not deserve this. Henry, put him in the grave here.
Here I am. Poor Gazer almost broke my back.
Thank you for your help, Henry. I hope the woodcutters did not cause too much trouble.
Well,
I am glad to hear. Anyway, my family is not here yet. Edai must come to Vartinel.
Should I go to the camp to get her and the voivod?
No, I will go and get them myself. You have done more than enough for us all. And I have to bring something from camp. We must bury him with his favorite post. That is the only way he will remain in the next world and not want to return. You stay here with him and wait until I come.
I, Henry, thank you for saving Tibor. And that we can bury poor Geza properly now.
Palikerau Ternogajo, you who will finally unite our familia. Now come with us to escort Geza on his last. Devla amaro, so sal pro opiren, pošvestin pestironau, autiro tagaripen, meelauka sartukames, pro pripen aukate prepuf. Omaro amaro de amen adagives, od mugamenge amare bini, sarte amen od mukazolenge, so amenge musarte. Umalidia amen, androbini. Tirohin od Hagaripen, Tozor, Toaš Dupinen, Andresa Berškaj Avena.
Amen.
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 Outliving your Chave is a terrible thing. It is even worse when you cannot bury them.
Thank you, Henry. We will never forget this. If someone touches you, I whip them like a cur.
Thank you, Voivod. I'm glad we could give your son a decent burial.
From now on, I consider you my Gajo Pral. Brother, if you ever need anything, come to me. I will share all I know with you, and if you ever need a place to stay at our camp, I am sure Geza would not mind you sleeping in his place.
And I will keep my word and tell you how things are with the amulet. But let us now give Geza some peace. Come to our camp. We talk. Henry, the thing is, I cannot give you the amulet.
Not even now? After I did everything you asked from me?
Ashta, hold on. It is Chuhajuno, and its power protects me. And Marika knows well that I'm trapped without it.
What do you mean, trapped? What kind of game is this?
This is no game, Gajo. Marika stole the letter from me.
What letter?
One from Emperor Sigismund himself. Before you start cursing the ginger folks, you should know he was good Hungarian king before he came to fuck with Bohemia. Back then, he defended Hungary from the Turks, and I fought with him. We had a whole company of Roma warriors, armed to teeth. I lead them. For our help, Sigismund gave us letter of safe conduct that give us freedom to travel and protection from the law.
So you're not subject to any lord?
Just so. He give us freedom to travel the world and judge our own people by our own laws. With the letter, we are free people. Without, we are like beasts to be hunted. They can put us in pillory, drive us out of town. Anyone can do what they like to us.
I can see where this is going.
That piece of parchment make us people. Without it, we are nothing. The rest of the camp doesn't know yet, and they must not find out.
But what's that got to do with Marek?
It seems, when she ran off, she take letter with her as a guarantee. Or to blackmail me when she needs some. But by taking letter, she put us all in danger. Me and all camp. And if I give up amulet too, it is my end. Bring me back letter from Marika. When I have it, and amulet here in my hands, I will forgive her. She can come back then. I'm sorry.